hope y'all can see me well, but I want to make a response to the incident that happened in Florida with I think it was a DoorDash driver or Uber driver that stabbed a pregnant woman due to only a $2 tip. Now, I know a lot of DoorDash and Uber drivers or Uber Eats drivers, a lot of y'all complain about not getting paid enough tips. Right now, I understand that a lot of y'all are underpaid, and you kind of rely on those tips in order to make a decent amount of money. But there's one thing that a lot of y'all have to understand, because I've heard a lot of complaints about, from these drivers about not getting tips. You have to understand that a lot of these apps are overcharging a lot of the customers. A lot of customers are paying a lot of fees. For example, if I were to buy like something from McDonald's or something, or like a cheeseburgers and fries, like a simple meal from DoorDash or Uber Eats, right? By the time I get to the checkout, I have to pay almost 4 or 5 different fees, right? I have to pay like a service fee, I have to pay the delivery fee, I have to pay a bagging fee, I still have to pay taxes and also some other miscellaneous fee, right? And by the time I get to the checkout, it's so expensive to the point where I can't even afford to give a tip. Like all I can actually give is like $2, $1, $2. If I go more than that, it's like, because I'm already paying like 3 times more than I should be, than I should be. So the issue is not just the drivers are underpaid, right? It's also that the customers are being overcharged. So customers are being overcharged and drivers are being underpaid. That's the real issue. So if these companies, these gig apps or these gig companies, whatever you want to call them, if they pay their drivers what they should, then they should not rely on tips. See, tips is something that was supposed to be for exceptional service, right? So now I think some of these companies have sort of taken advantage of that and say, well, we don't have to pay you well because you're going to get tips. But what they're not telling you is the customers are being overcharged to the point where they can't really tip you anyway. So that's just my take on it.